a great man, a very, very great man. Now he's going very grey. It shows that the man, he's owed me a da, eh? Okay. Oda. All right, so I have my people seated. I have George Quaye. George Quaye used to be the host of this show. George Quaye, please sit where so we talk.
I'm sitting.
Sitting. He's a great man.
Hey man.
Yes. Did this show for how many years?
I didn't count.
He won an award, the Ghana Tourism Awards.
We did?
Show. Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
I was there, and I was like, oh, see him. At that time, Phil, I was at the other side, and I was like, but these people, how did they beat us?
You were at which side?
Oh, the other side of the divide.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you will know. Now we've won another award.
Congratulations. Yes. We give glory to God.
Yes. To us.
Kudos to the entire team.
Exactly.
To the panel members, past, present, and the future. And of course, to Philip Nye. You know, I pray it's about time the company changed his car.
Oh.
Can't still be driving a foolish car around the crowd.
He doesn't feel comfortable.
Having won such a prestigious award, I mean, it's about time he elevated the status.
But he's throwing a party for us today.
He's throwing it to who?
To all.
I'll go. Yes.
I think I have to take this opportunity to say a sentence or two about Philip Nye.
It is important.
Oh, Philip, would you want to say a word after that? Okay, please continue.
I have known Philip Nye. I never knew the Nye wasn't his actual surname.
Huh?
Until
you sent him Momo.
He sent me Momo. As if you know.
Oh, really?
I've always felt that the Nye was.
Turn off his mic.
Louder.
Was the
Okay, please
surname.
continue.
So I've always called his wife Mrs. Nye.
Hey.
What is Mrs. Nye?
Hey.
Until he sent me Momo one day just to tease me. And then I realized that the sender's name was Philip. What is the full name?
Okay, you forgot it.
Anyete, is it Anyete?
It is.
Like seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you never told me, Phil.
So I said, hey, Philip. Anyway, I've known this gentleman ever since he joined Joy FM.
Yeah.
And I have worked with him on this particular show for as long as he's been here. Hello, Philip Mimali. On this particular show, the Showbiz thing.
13 years.
Oh, yes, about 13 years.
Wow.
I've worked with Philip on this particular show.
Wow.
And his commitment to the show is unquestionable. He's always thinking ahead of what to do for the show. And no different from what everybody is doing.
Yeah.
You know, and let's delve into the industry proper. And he's maintained that. And George will, and you, Kwame, and Francis,
Of course.
and Rob, everybody here will testify to the fact that that's been his.
I went and I came back.
And you came back.
And he brought me back.
And you would not have come back if you didn't feel that it was worthy of your time. So congratulations to everybody and big ups to Philip and to his entire team.
Yeah.
You know, Oliver is there. Anita has been a wonderful assistant.
Yeah.
Very hardworking young lady, you know. And Oliver's come in. He's doing fabulous, you know. I think that, and that is the only reason
why.
And
the music, DJ Ubeti.
Yeah, and Ubeti has also been part of all this. And I've always said this, that there's no way I would have given up my Saturday afternoons to come and sit in this studio if it wasn't for the quality of the panel.
Yeah.
Especially when Liverpool was on the rise.
Oh, Jawase.
Until now.
George Quaye, Nana Texan from the past,
Sadiq,
Sadiq Abdullah, Chief Moment, Rasta, Jesse,
Clarence.
Clarence, Clarence Amwate. Clarence, you're such a naughty guy. Oh, Clarence, I miss him. I miss Clarence. You know, the people who've passed through, and I've enjoyed them, and I've seen all these youngsters who've passed through rise in their individual field.
Yeah.
Oh, and now Shoko came in, but Mama V too was
Mama V too.
held the fort for a while.
Miss
You
G
know,
was in for some time also.
yeah, you know, and Miss G, yes, Miss G also held the fort for a while. The quality of the people. Oh, Grandmaster.
Rhythms.
The one and only me, Aitego. Shouts to
Yeah,
Big Bro.
you know, and I have enjoyed the company of these guys. They've kept me feeling young. They've taught me so much. These youngsters have taught me so much, and that's what I love about this show. And that's why I would give up anything and come and sit amongst such people to talk entertainment.
Yeah.
Kudos to all of you.
Yeah.
Woo!
Clack it.
What's it? Opening Guare and then Swassa. And so where the Robert is in Sunibia came to be Guare. Robert Klah.
Maybe also the Koro.
And his answer is what we go crab on Mama.
Are you guys speaking in tongues?
Please. Please. We are celebrating.
Oh yeah, you have to celebrate. Very, very important. But you said we shouldn't shout it out.
Oh, you can shout.
But I like the way you've done it. Like every line, every sentence, every 1 minute. Yeah, it is. You know, Charlie, if you've done the work and it's been recognized, why not? Shout it, accept it, embrace it, work with it, flaunt it, let the world know about it. Essentially, I mean, I think the contribution has been wonderful to the industry itself. I mean, when you listen to this platform, you know we're about to delve into issues. We are not scratching the surface, and we are fact checking, making sure it's on point, and literally trying to contribute to policy making or decision making at the highest level possible. So for me, it's been incredible, and why not? You deserve all the accolades, and the team. We have to say yes, congratulations to everybody who has played a role. And these are the things we should look for. This is development journalism. We need to continue in that particular space.
Thank you. Uncle Francis, you've not spoken to this issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
He's not satisfied with the initial one you gave. So.
No, that one was a passing comment.
yeah,
okay.
which other show in the past year would deserve to receive this award than this? I think, I mean, let's not belittle the fact that there are so many other, entertainment shows on the radio that, delve into issues about how this that this one does also.
Yeah.
But I think there's a certain difference, with this particular show. And if you remember, last year was very, very instrumental towards the election. There were, the dialogues, then there was the debate. I don't think I saw any other, a platform like this that held the kind of debate that was held. So I think for me that was
Even
an
the declaration as to who should be tourism minister was
Minister,
made right here.
It was when AI assisted.
It was made right here. It was made right here.
Yes.
So AI was right.
Yeah, but before that, we had analyzed so many other people who I mean were potential.
Sure.
We made some proposals which and I think
Oh yeah, we mentioned.
Yes. In fact, they even mentioned it. But nobody heard.
Even AI didn't see us,
Nobody heard.
Even AI objected.
So can you imagine? Even ChatGPT objected. So I think it's been coming, and I'll say that it is a well-deserved award. And Uncle Ken has really, said it all. The team that puts this together, led by Philip, and all the analysis and discussions. And I know also that this one show that before the day, there's a lot that goes on in, producing. And for radio and TV content, production is more important than there's eventual presentation. So a lot goes in. I remember when we did the Daddy Lumba,
the breakdown.
Yeah. The kind of time that Philip and you and the whole team took to do like a week before.
The prepping.
The prepping, it's just symptomatic of the kinds of things that go into bringing the show together. So I think efforts like that would eventually show, and when they show, they need to be rewarded. And I think that's what happened. So congratulations to everybody who's been part of this now.
Thank you very much. Now let's get to the...
Let me say so.
Oh, you said it. You started.
No,
please. No, say more. George, say more.
I think, for grown men and women to leave their homes on a Saturday, time they could have spent with their family, friends,
watching Liverpool
doing
play.
business, watching important games, to come sit on radio to talk about people and trivial issues, a waste of everybody's time. And that is the one reason I love this show. This show does not think about what people will be interested in or not. This show does not focus on gossip. This show does not focus on single individuals per se, unless it's very relevant and it's going to feed into the bigger picture. It's not about all the bickering and this one has insulted me and this one has pinched me and all of those. It looks at a broader picture and it feeds into national discourse. And for me, that is very, very key. What is the essence of radio? Educate, entertain, inspire, inform, and all of that.
Right.
So, and if you have a show that is not doing that, or that thinks it's doing that by engaging in gossip and little trivial issues and all of those, maybe that's the style of the show. But you will not get me hooked to a show like that. And there are very discerning people out there who are hooked onto this show because of its discerning nature and the fact that it feeds into national discourse and it actually breaks down issues properly. I recall when we introduced the travel for Ghana month, and all of this. I think we started from Cape Coast.
Brilliant.
With Jesse. I mean,
Brilliant.
no show had done anything of the sort. We followed it up with the one in Kumasi until date. I was in Kumasi was it a week ago when we spoke and I said I was in Kumasi. Coincidentally, when Philip called me, I was actually at the cultural center. And we had just spoken about it. Oh, you guys, when you came here, and the guy was showing where we did it and how, and it was just mind blowing. And I'd like to commend the entire team. I pray we keep it up and keep, leading the way, charting new courses, and letting the others continue to gossip and watch.
Piao.
Piao.
Yeah, bruh.
And we're just about discussing another topic that would add on to the others we discussed to give us another award next year. We're going to break down the 2026 budgetary allocation for creative arts. I mean, the creative industry. Right now, George is here. He's team lead for Image Bureau. We have Uncle Ken, who is a broadcaster with us here. Robert Klah is a creative entrepreneur, works with Charterhouse. He is head of events.
Man of many parts.
Head of events, public events and communications. And then Uncle Ken. Hey, Uncle Francis, let me read your designation. It keeps changing, so sorry. I'm back. No, I need to do that. All right. So still here with us on Joy 99.7 FM. This is Showbiz A-Z. Francis Doku is CEO, Maestro Africa Group and West Africa Regional Representative of Africa Tourism Partners. Yes, I want to get it right. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Former Vice President of Atwak.
Hey, George, this Atwak
Move
matter.
forward. Let's go forward.
This man,
you let the man's accolade.
The way this man
you let the man's accolade. Okay. What does he mean? Actually, we haven't done anything. Now there's nothing to say. You let's move forward with the conversation.
And George Quaye, President of...
Yes, there's nothing to ask. We haven't done anything. Let's move forward.
So, the creative arts industry has been captured in the 2026 budget statement, which was presented in Parliament on Thursday by the Finance Minister, Cassiel Atto-Forcing. Yeah, and these are the things he said while presenting the budget. Now, apart from that, if you pick the document, the budget document itself, there are other details that you might not find in the speech. But let's take a listen to Cassiel Atto-Forcing, Finance Minister.
Right, Honorable Speaker. In 2026, government will rehabilitate the National Theatre in Accra. We will also commence site acquisition and design of a second national theatre in Kumasi. Mr. Speaker, we will establish film fund to revive the film industry, such as Kumawood and other film associations. Right, Honorable Speaker, we will also establish creative arts fund for the arts, music, fashion, food, and other creative sectors.
Okay, so you just heard the finance minister there. But so 4 areas captured, basically. Rehabilitation of the National Theatre, commencement of site acquisition and design of a second National Theatre in Kumasi, 20 million Ghana cedis allocation to the film fund as seed money. Please underline seed money. Seed money to revive the film industry, such as Kumawood and other film associations. And then 20 million Ghana cedis allocation to the Creative Arts Fund as seed money for the arts, music, fashion, food, and other creative sectors. These are the things captured in the 2026 budgets for the creative industry. But according to some people I've spoken to from the ministry, the budget is very huge. It covers goods, services, salaries, and all that. So the ones we heard during the presentation are just highlights of the bigger picture. All right. So for the industry, for the creative industry, this is what we have. And when you get the document and you read, you realize that tourism, art and culture, under that, this is just a provision under that section of the document. All right. So we're going to base our discussion on these 4 areas. Before that, let me take 2 minutes each of your general assessment or impression of our inclusion in this budgetary allocation. Let me start with you, George Quaye.
Oh, I mean, I'd like to commend the government. I think some thinking did go into it. There are some things that it's not like we're hearing for the first time.
Yeah.
Like the theater in Kumasi, this isn't the first time we have heard it. We're just waiting to see the one who would actually make it happen. I was fascinated when I heard the National Theatre in there. The renovation for the National Theatre has been long overdue. The leadership has been trying over the years. I mean, under the NPP government, the curtains after about 8 years were taken to the laundry, they were washed, the carpets were changed, the air conditioners were replaced, and all of that. Some work was done. And so to hear that this government has actually captured it in the budget and is going full-scale renovation, it's quite, good to know. At least we didn't hear that there's going to be a conversation with the Chinese embassy or high commission, since the Chinese gifted it to us so that they can assist.
Let me chip in
unless there is something like that about the Chinese and the...
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Let me chip in
it's
something.
still there. Okay, please chip it in.
So,
let's see. Because I haven't seen the detail.
On
document.
15th October,
Yes.
2025.
This year.
Yes, this year. The president, John Dramani Mahama, posted this on his page. He says, China, during my bilateral talks with President Xi Jinping, confirmed an additional grant of 200 million RMB to Ghana, in addition to an earlier grant of 200 million RMB for the construction of the proposed Aflao market and renovation of the National Theatre in Accra.
Right.
So, even though in the budget's presentation they did not mention where the money is coming
from. So this is where it's going to be coming from, possibly.
Possibly.
Well then, I pray that because in the previous government we also heard, Deputy Mayor mentioned time and again that they had engaged the Chinese government since they gifted it and all of those. And I am pretty close to the theater. I've had that time and again conversations with the Chinese. Somebody gave us a gift. I wish we could spend our money to fix it. For me,
I agree.
That's all. So if you ask me initial comments on the entire budget and in the, not that I think 20 million is not a lot of money. 20 million is about what? About $2 million? A little under $2 million. It's no money. If you're looking at low budget movies that have been made across the globe, low budget movies are even in the range of what?
Sorry, I think it's not 20 million. That's for the Creative Arts Fund.
And then there's another 20 million for the film fund.
Yeah, film fund 20, creative arts 20. 2020.
You understand? So 2020.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at 20 for the creative arts, it's even worse because the creative arts is
broad.
And film is a subset of the creative arts. So that alone is but anyway, this is initial comment.
Yeah, so you come. I like where you are going because it's a very critical issue. Okay, let me come to you, Uncle Francis.
think that it's important that we look at things like that when it comes to our industry, the creative industry, and tourism, as a matter of fact. And it's good to hear some of these things that are happening. And as George noted, this is not the first time we've heard about the National Theatre in Kumasi. It will be good for us to see that some work has started, and also there's some completion. Of course, when the minister presents a budget, it's only usually top line. The details of that will be seen in other documents and other conversations. So I believe we'll see the details of that. But it's good to hear that at least it is mentioned on the floor of Parliament that this will be done. That means that we have to, follow up and hold the minister to it. Because some of those things, if you mention on campaign platform, it's different. But when you mention it in Parliament, it's a whole total.
So they were very specific for this budget. It says it is for the commencement of the site acquisition, and design. So, which means that it will not be constructed within this period.
Then I mean, it's a start. It's a start. At least it's 2026. This is 2026 budget.
Yes.
So at least we will see this as started. And again, it's on the floor of Parliament. So we must hold the minister to it. That yes, you told our representatives this, and so if the whole of 2026 we don't see it happening, then we must ask questions. So it is good to hear this. And again, I was going to say, and as George mentioned, that 20 million, it's a little bit, it's
and so they say seed money.
We know it's seed money.
So the fund needs to be grown through the other means of getting funding for the fund.
It's good intention. It's good to start because we have come from a very far place when it comes to the creative arts sector, agency itself, and what it has to do. And even the fact that we have to organize ourselves, we don't know the number of people in that space. We don't, it's been work, but I think it's work that has progressed from a certain stage to where we are. So it's commendable that now there seems to be some action to put seed money to start with. And then there's also the fund. I think that part of the conversations we have had over the last 1 year that resulted in the award for this show has been about how to harmonize the fund. So you don't have separate ones as we hear 20 here, 20 there and all that. But it's a conversation we'll have. But the point is that it's good that we've heard that something of this sort is happening. We're getting a seed money, but we must discuss how you need to put it all together and how the process will be.
Thank you. Robert Klah.
Yep. So for me, progress. If I want to summarize everything, it's just one word: progress. That for the president, in fact, a while back, I think not too long ago, there was a statement he made about how labor-intensive our industry is. The fact that it is one of the industries that creates employment. As a matter of fact, he said 5 times more than even the traditional employment opportunities or slots that are available. And so I like the fact that the conversation has moved from various quarters, radio stations, platforms, rooms and stuff, to the parliament space where we have budget allocation for our activities. For me, what it simply means is that we are receiving a presidential validation of the arts. And what that means is that we need to begin to organize ourselves quickly and try to formalize a lot of things, because I think our industry, a lot of the organizations or entities within the space are just in the informal sector. A lot of the people within the space are also informal. So I think we need to start putting in structures to let people know the reason why we deserve to have this and even more. So Francis was just highlighting the fact that we don't even know the number of people. Yes, I think that's one of the next steps that we need to work on. So then naming, let's be clear, who are the members of the creative arts? And then the scope, so we are clear. So once we understand who is a member and who is a scope, and we begin to do registration, then we can actually even have a clarity on our contribution to GDP They can evaluate how many people are being employed in our space, what we are doing to engineer economic activity, what we are doing, bringing in terms of exports, etc. So this would make it easier for us to say, well, in the year under review, we contributed X amount of money to the GDP. Because I was talking to you earlier, when I was talking to you earlier, I was trying to understand what is the contribution of the creative arts industry to the GDP. I got that for what do you call it? Tourism
in general,
but I didn't get for the creative arts.
You always get for tourism.
You know, so that's the area that is missing, and I think that the president allowing this to come through has validated the space completely. So we need to start formalizing what we are doing so that we can start milking stuff from it. With respect to the National Theatre, spot on. My only concern, and I think 2 days ago I was having a yesterday I was having a conversation with the lead. What's his name? Mom.
Okay.
That my concern now is, if this is supposed to be happening, where is the alternative venue for the duration? You know, that was my...
For George Quay's production.
If a renovation is...
Yes, once it begins, what does it mean in terms of, are they going to close it down? Do we have alternative places for all the activities that happen in that particular space? Because the venue is always almost booked, and you know, that's a lot of activity that goes into that particular space. So yes, that's one of my areas of concern. As for the Kumasi bits, we all know without question that it's needed, and just to follow the blueprint in terms of what has been said, I think that we can only hold them accountable for what is done in the year 2026. So we hope that the design and the commencement actually commences.
Okay. Thank you, Robert.
But yes, but kudos to the president.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. Uncle Ken.
Yes, Kwame.
Our initial comment.
Can you imagine if the industry had not been mentioned in the budget?
Hey.
What the uproar would have been.
Hey.
On a Saturday, and particularly because the budget was read. When was it read? On a Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday, and all the shows.
Do you want us to dramatize it on the various stages? I can start with the tree stage.
Please start. Don't you start, Essie?
You know?
I beg you, let's go for it.
When you start, you mention who.
Abaiway! Kwame, make a nano crab, make a show say, film industry, go yeah, and every. Film industry,
Okay, what about Hit FM?
Hey!
Stop it! And again, now you can.
Imagine. Now, Kwame, I love the politician. I love the way the politicians phrase their sentences. And if you are not careful,
you'll be sold.
To listen and actually decipher where they're coming from, you might get disappointed somewhere along the line. You remember there was this discussion about the NPP manifesto. Was it the 2016 or 2020, where the line was, "We shall pursue."
Yeah.
And that was the operative word.
2016.
Pursue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? The establishment of certain theaters in certain regions.
Yeah.
George, you remember?
Yeah.
Yes, well, amphitheater specifically, and I think one
Was it
started
no,
near the
the amphitheaters.
The one they mentioned.
Oh, right.
The one they mentioned. The
The
9.
amphitheaters
Was it
came later.
was it ultra modern? Yeah. the
Yes.
ultra-modern story,
We
yeah.
shall
2016.
pursue.
True.
And when they were not doing it, the defense was the word pursue.
Yes.
And when you say pursue, what does it mean?
Go after, chase.
Yeah. Go after.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So if you go after and you don't get it, you are still pursuing.
Yeah, you are still.
Are you not? What did you say this one was about?
This one
George, you
comments.
said,
Yeah.
Let's take the National Theatre.
Yes,
What
they
did you
said
say?
they
What were the operative words?
rehabilitate.
We shall what?
Rehabilitate.
We shall rehabilitate.
Or is it refurbish?
No,
Which was
rehabilitate.
that?
That's the
Rehabilitate,
right
yeah.
word they use. Yeah.
It was rehabilitate.
Yeah.
So I checked the meaning of rehabilitate.
One sir.
And rehabilitation focuses on restoring a building's functionality and structural integrity, often preserving its historical character while making it safe and efficient for modern use. Refurbishment, on the other hand, is a more superficial process of making a property look new again. You know, typically involving cosmetic updates like new paint and fixtures.
So this is rehabilitation.
So rehabilitation entails more.
Now,
refurbishment.
this is my point.
Okay.
Rehabilitation is more complex
All right.
and structural, whereas refurbishment is primarily aesthetic and cosmetic.
Lovely.
We thank God for
Pentimamento.
So
We thank God for rehabilitation.
rehabilitation.
Sure.
That's exactly wrong. That's the point. It means that we're going to get a lot more
sharp.
done to the structure of the building than otherwise it is at the moment. You know, I was completely aghast. I tried finding out from. Don't forget, what is a budget? A budget is a proposal
Yes.
of, you know, so
Anything can happen.
don't let people get too excited.
There's budget, there's appropriation, there's a whole process.
There's appropriation and all that. And it has not even been passed by Parliament. So don't get too jumpy in your celebrations, you know.
No.
But we still love the fact that this has been promised. Nobody can take that away from the government on that score. What I was amazed at was, Kwame, do you know that I did not find a specific amount of money allotted to the ministry
Okay.
in this budget?
yeah,
I've been
so-
looking for it.
I just
Yeah,
want to
it's
check.
not in the presentation.
I've been looking for it for the ministry as a whole.
I did some checks.
Yeah.
So it will be available. Usually it's presented. Yes, and you can get access to it. But as of now, we don't have it.
We don't
So
have
according to my source from the ministry,
Okay.
usually it covers so many things, including salaries, good services, and all that.
Okay. Yeah.
But these ones that I read are just highlights of the budgets for the ministry. Yeah. So we will have it.
Oh, we'll have it in
Yeah,
due
we will have
course.
it.
No,
Yeah.
but the point Uncle Ken is making is that I'm sure that in presenting, I mean, and presentation of budget has been, you know, we've seen presentation of budget. There's almost always what allocation is made to
Yes.
the different sectors. Okay, so education, this is the allocation. Agriculture, this is the allocation, and it goes on and on and all that. But the details of that, like you mentioned, is something that's maybe in a different document. But in terms of the highlights, you know, for instance, that the creative and tourism industry has been allocated maybe 40 billion for the year.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the point that Uncle Ken is
Thank you.
making.
Yeah.
We don't need the details. That would be in another document. But in terms of the highlights, this is how much has been allocated
You
to
know,
it.
And for
there
the-
were
also-
times that the documents, the budget document stated that maybe tourism ministry has been given such an amount
Yes.
without mentioning tourism or creative arts.
Right.
Absolutely.
Any
Yeah.
breakdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with this
Without
particular one,
mentioning
Yeah.
the
it
film
mentions
fund,
just the
without
creative
mentioning the
industry
film
without even
fund.
tourism.
Good. So, Kwame, my issue is this. Well, not necessarily an issue, so
Yeah.
and probably something I need clarity on. The values that have been mentioned are specific to funds.
Yes.
These funds have slots in the LI in terms of what they are supposed to be used for and how they are supposed to be managed. So what it means is that it's not necessarily for the running of the organization. So when you say creative arts agency,
Yeah.
we don't know what has been allocated to that agency for management,
For
to run
operations.
it, for
Operations, yeah.
But because this is for the fund, and
Yeah.
if you go into the document, the act,
Yeah.
you see exactly how the fund is
And
supposed
if
to be
you
dispersed.
if you go into how the fund is supposed to be used, it also mentions that it
It's
can be
all
used
in
for
here.
administrative purposes as well. It's part of it. But we will get there.
the 5% after disbursement.
We will get there. Let's Uncle
You've
Ken finish
taken
so that we come
over
there.
my-
Yes.
Hey,
Uncle
Because
Ken-
Uncle Ken, he said 2 minutes and you've gone 5 minutes.
we interrupted. We interrupted.
Interrupt all of
Uncle
you.
Ken, please continue.
All of you interrupt.
The definition alone was 5 minutes.
I know interruption.
You were the first.
You asked me about rehabilitation and I responded. Was that
Uncle Ken, please continue.
So, I mean, Kwame, I think that we should just be patient.
All right.
We should just pray and hope that what has been allocated will actually be given out.
All right. Sure.
Because there's a possibility that anything can happen and you either get or you don't get.
Yep.
Do you know what has been allocated to you?
Yeah.
So much as we should be excited that we've been mentioned, I think that the politician is so smart that the politician knows that these people have been agitating for these funds for so long. So I saw the minister for the sector wave her,
Yes.
you know,
White
hanky when these
Victory
allotments were made,
Me boboleji.
because that would give her, it would release the pressure that she would get
Sharp.
if these two institutions were not mentioned with this allocation. So kudos to the politician. They are so good.
All right. Let me come to Judge Quaye. Let me come to National Theatre again.
Yeah.
So now the National Theatre in Accra is going to be rehabilitated
In 2026.
in 2026.
Hopefully.
Yes. And President Mahama mentioned on his Facebook page that there's a Chinese grant coming to help with this rehabilitation. All right. George, in your mind's eye, how do you envision the new National Theatre to look like?
Don't go too far. The Chinese perspective gets me a little worried.
It gets you worried?
It gets me worried. Because it is not the first time I'm hearing it.
Ah, okay.
I mean, you mean if the Chinese ambassador travels?
Or if the ambassador is changed, then the process, it gets me very jittery and it makes me not see it happening.
But they gave you this. And there has been the issue that they are the only ones who can actually
It is not true.
deal with it.
No, Uncle Ken, it is not true. It cannot be that they are the only ones who can fix it. A structure is a structure. Anybody takes the blueprint of a structure and they can fix it. When you go to the theater right now, they can tell you what the challenges are. One of the key challenges is plumbing.
Okay.
That is a key challenge because you see, it is not too far from the ocean. And because it was built a long time ago in the 90s, I think a lot of the pipes that, these days we use a lot of plastic pipes, PVCs, and
Those ones were metallic?
yes, metallic. So a lot of them have rusted.
Yeah.
In fact, the old air conditioning system, that was one of the major problems that I had.
Yeah.
It got rusted because
George,
the
B is silent.
exactly. Say again?
The B is silent. Plumbing.
Plumbing.
It was serious. Don't mind him.
Say it like I know where I'm from.
So let's move on. So when I hear Chinese again, it gets me a little uncomfortable. It makes me feel like, here we go again. Why can we not, as a country, say that, look, Ghana, we have builders here. We have major construction companies here. Is it impossible to put out a bid, you understand, for construction firms to bid to rehabilitate the National Theatre? Come, do your assessment, look at it, and then based on our assessment, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So are we saying that, touch wood, should Ghana and China encounter any diplomatic issues that puts us into some sort of a cold war of a sort where not talking to each other? How long is the National Theatre going to suffer? Why can we not, as a country, fix our own theatre? The person who gifted it for us should be the one to provide funding again for us to fix it. We're able to find money to build hospitals. We're able to find money to build schools. We're able to find money, big push, to construct roads and all of those. Why should we have to rely on the Chinese to fix our theatre? The theatre is dear to the hearts of some of us. You understand? And when I hear, I'm only saying so because in previous governments, I've heard same and nothing happened. So hearing it again gets me very, very, very worried, especially considering the fact too that the amount of money that has even been allocated to the entire creative sector is not enough. That 20 million alone cannot fix National Theatre, but I know it's not allocated for that purpose, that seed funding. So that is my worry. But if you ask the kind of refurbishment that I'm not expecting the building to come down and then a new one built, no. I wish we could expand the seating capacity, for instance. It's currently 1,492. You understand? They've done very well to fix some of the broken chairs and all that. So let's say give and take 1,800. Because they're still in the process. As the chairs break, they fix, they break, they fix. They are doing quite well. The team is putting in a lot, And I wish that, for instance, I would want to change the seats. All the seats need to be changed. I think they are a little uncomfortable. The spaces in between seats are too... it was as if they considered people like me. Not that I complain. I am comfortable.
When I get in there, the way
You will suffer. You and Zap Mallet and EL. you will suffer. You understand? But people like myself, maybe Francis Doku, Robert Klah will be comfortable. And will not suffer too much.
Yeah, we're okay.
But I just
We'll be very okay.
I have a question though. Clarification based on what you're
Based on
saying.
what I'm
Actually,
saying.
yeah, the submission didn't come with the caveat that it was going to be done by the Chinese.
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so-
I only gave a background,
background
of
to
what the
what- yes.
president
And
wrote.
I agree. So it's just that the way George went off from the beginning, it felt like it's been said again that the Chinese are going to be responsible.
No, please read exactly.
No,
all.
so-
because my step was based on what he said, and I'm only
No,
saying that-
he read
He
from
read-
the
he
I read
president's
from
Yes.
President Mohammed's
Yes.
Facebook page on October 15.
Yes,
Yes,
go-
October.
Go ahead. No, I mean that's fine. Just
Okay.
let's just read it so that
Okay.
we don't.
Because again, in the budget, they do not say what the funding for that was.
it's
gonna come
cut.
from.
Agreed. I
yeah.
understand.
So we are only marrying the two.
Yeah.
So it says China, during my bilateral talks with President Xi Jinping, confirmed additional grant of 200 million RMD to Ghana, in addition to an earlier grant of 200 million RMD for the construction of the proposed Aflao market and renovation of the National Theatre in Accra.
So there's nothing there stating that it's going to be done by the Chinese, unless usually when grants are given, it is automatic that the country that is coming
but
from.
George is not saying
Robert is
it
not
will be
getting
done
me.
by the
Robert is
Chinese.
not. My point is,
The fact
if
is
that
being
grant does
funded
not
by-
come,
Yes.
we go back to the same point again. Robert, I'm saying this based on earlier conversations we've had. I mean, all of us in this room, this is not the first time we are hearing the word Chinese where the National Theatre is concerned. Oh, you understand? In previous governments, we heard it. That, we've had conversations with the Chinese, we've had that. And I'm saying, is it possible? Yeah. Is it possible to fix that? You understand? Is it possible to, can we
Is it possible
say-
not to take Chinese money?
I'm not. It's not bad if somebody is giving you money to fix something that he gifted you
what you're
over 3 decades ago. It's not a bad idea. But I'm saying I've heard it before and nothing happened.
Okay.
This is not the first time I'm hearing that. Oh, we've had conversation with the Chinese. We've had.
Yeah.
As far as the National Theatre is concerned, I'm only saying, are we going to have one government that will say, look, the Chinese gifted us this. We're going to look for the funds on our
Yeah.
own. We're going to take the funds from here,
Alright.
here. Just as we're able to find money to build schools, build hospitals, construct roads, and all of those, construct markets, and all of these, and all of that. Yes, if the Chinese is actually going to make that funding available and it's going to be channeled to the National Theatre, all
That's
the better.
okay.
But I wish, I wish we had taken it up on our own to say that, okay, we are doing this. You know, because we're able to do it for other sectors. We're able to do it for other sectors. Why can we not do it for theatre?
All right. Thank you, George Quaye, Team Lead, Image Bureau. Now let's get to another interesting part of
It's
the
a bureau. Image bureau.
You have now.
Please,
What for class?
I need to start
Please,
correcting people.
please, it is
bureau.
It is image and what he said.
Bureau.
When I mentioned it to you some time ago, do you remember?
I agreed with you. Yeah.
Please.
I said you were right.
It is image
Yeah, bureau.
and what George Quaye said.
bureau.
I mentioned it to George some time ago.
I said that
And he
people were confused.
Well,
When you mention people confused. What you say is what's the name?
Image Bureau.
Bureau. Okay.
Yes.
Bureau.
Before you move on,
All right.
Just this December, I've had to move 3 events from Kumasi to Accra
Why?
because of venue challenges, indoor.
Oh, okay.
So the theatre in Kumasi is pertinent. And I pray that at least for once, they would also consult users of such spaces. You understand? Because it's not just about putting it together. Because they're not like they are not spaces. There are spaces. But sometimes because there's no proper consultation in putting these spaces together, they are not functional. They are not very useful to some of you. You'd have to do a lot of work to make them that useful.
Yeah.
So it's sad that we've had to move events from there. And what happens is that it kills the entire value chain. There's a company I was getting ashes from. The lady has been crying. You know, because all these jobs, you know, because if she's charging, say, 550 cedis per usher, and I'm taking maybe 15 or 10 ushers per show, plus her fee and all of that, you can see how much she stands to lose.
Okay.
3 events and all of that. And all these other people, God knows how many people have lost jobs because, and if these events were there, people would have moved from Accra. It would have stimulated the local economy and all of that. But we've had to move all of them to Accra just because of the challenge.
All right. So, the budget statement for the creative industry says there will be an allocation of 20 million Ghana cedis to the film fund as seed money to revive the film industry, such as Kumawood and other film associations. Please underline Kumawood and underline film associations.
It's Kumawood and Association. Frank Kwame.
It's an industry.
It's not an
It
association.
is not.
It is.
So it says such as.
The
Please
conversation is
listen.
actually a bit
Please
fun,
listen.
but let's go ahead.
Please listen. 200 million Ghana cedis allocation to the
20.
Hey,
Hey, Kwame.
Kwame.
20 million Ghana cedis allocation.
But I agree with you. 200 would have been better.
Or is that what he wanted to say? And then for some reason,
Please forgive me. 20 million Ghana cedis
One
allocation
can hear crack,
Manuel from Basa 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 to the film fund as seed money
Right.
to revive the film industry,
Right?
such as. So it is giving you examples, such as Kumawood and other film associations.
Oh, okay.
So let's
So-
break it down.
So Kumawood is not an association.
It is not.
It is part of the industry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
Now, how crucial is the mention of Kumawood in this context? Now, let me take you back.
Because they've been agitating the most.
Let me take you back to 2012 budget reading, when
Simplicity.
when Minister of Finance, Dr. Kwame Dadzie, in his presentation, he announced the government has set aside 2 million Ghana cedis to Musica. He said to the creative industry, but to Musica. So he mentioned, he mentioned
They applied for it.
the
did they
creative
not?
industry. They did. He mentioned creative industry, and then mentioned Musica specifically.
Because they applied for it.
So I'm coming to do some comparison here, and what this new statement might bring. Let me read to you that part of the budget statement read by Kwame Dadzie. It says Ghana can benefit immensely if it begins to tap into the creative sector of the economy, particularly those of the music and film industry. But this will require an evaluation of the potential of the creative industry to contribute to the growth of the economy. Beginning in 2012, therefore, government will collaborate with the music industry to identify the potential of the industry through an impact assessment study. The study will be used to support the preparation of a medium-term strategic framework that will guide the development of the industry. Government will also support the organization in 2012. And then it goes ahead to say that there will be 20 million. Okay, this is a different one. So that's the message that Kwame Dadzie gave us. It is creative industry, but to the Musica, and then Gapi. The two of them went for the money. Now we've mentioned Kumawood here. Don't you think this is going to make them think that Kumawood has a portion, like they reserve the right to take maybe a certain chunk of the money? I'm just assuming
Of the 2 million.
of the 20,
Of the 20 million.
okay. So Kwame, for me, that's why it comes to what exactly he said. 20 million film fund. Once you say 20 million and it's going to the film fund, then we go into the act to find out what does the act say about how to disburse monies in the fund.
Okay.
So an example, yes, is right to be mentioned, but for as long as it's going to the film fund, the rules for managing that particular fund will have to apply.
Okay.
And I think at this point, you can share with us what the rules are.
And Uncle Ken will do that for us.
Yes, I am.
But we should pray. No group anywhere will rise and say, "Hey, I'm on my Yesika, I'm on for Yesika, I'm on my parts."
Well,
But you know the issue with Kumawood,
well,
the name Kumawood.
Yes.
You know
That's
the
another
issue.
thing altogether.
That's another thing altogether.
People fighting over it.
Exactly, because somebody
let's-
saying it's their
let's
brand,
rest
somebody else
this.
says it's so.
Let's arrest it and get to Uncle Ken to tell us how this particular fund, which is the film fund, the film development fund, will be used
Kwame,
according to the law.
Rob mentioned the law.
Yes.
And that is exactly what I was going to get to. Because the law says that there is established a fund as part of Act 935, which also created the National Film Authority to regulate the industry. The purpose of the fund is important. It is intended to ensure the economic viability of the creative arts sector, support local film production, distribution and marketing, and foster a dynamic and self-sustaining film industry in Ghana. Then comes the eligibility bit that you're so worried about, and that is the worrisome bit, you know. To be eligible for the fund, an applicant must be a member of an identifiable professional group in the industry.
Yeah.
Okay, and registered under the Ghana Revenue Authority Act. Eligible entities include cinema theater developers, filmmakers, producers, distributors, marketers, television practitioners, and film/television production companies. The board, the NFA board, is responsible for approving financial support from the fund, with the power to approve up to 60% of an eligible applicant's total budget estimates.
Okay.
The board also provides the specific guidelines and criteria for applications.
Okay.
Now, people out there cannot just get up and jubilate because they've heard that some money is available. You have to go through processes, satisfy the board
Okay.
that you are indeed worthy of whatever monies they give you to go ahead. You remember there was a discussion, and we had that discussion in this studio about whether this fund, monies that are given out from the fund, are actual grants or loans
Yeah.
that people have to pay back.
Are they not grants?
I think that they cannot be grants, because if they become grants, then it means that you are always looking out for
Handouts.
handouts.
Makaka, what does the law say? You were part of the people that put together the law.
Yeah, and that's what the law says. That's why there's an ally in the making to actually determine how you get the fund and whether it's going to be a payback loan or not.
Yeah.
And I have always said that it should be monies that are supposed to be paid back, so others can enjoy the same as you who got it in the first place.
Yeah.
Maybe at 0 interest rate.
Maybe at 0 interest rate. The interest rate is the issue that we need to look at.
Okay.
So, Kwame, I think that you see, at the mention of Kumawood by the minister,
Yeah.
got me worried, because Kumawood should not have been, you know, put on a pedestal. Because once Kumawood is put on a pedestal, like, everybody is worried now, they're all going to clamor for it. And if they don't get it, but if you don't satisfy the requirements, how are you supposed to get it?
So I have questions. Can I?
Oh, you can ask. You can ask.
So for me, you know, the very first part of eligibility says that you have to be a part of a group, recognized group.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Constitution of Ghana, which supersedes everything, warrants freedom of association. So then, if I am recognized within the space, but I'm not a member of the group, by virtue of the fact that this has been written, there's some form of conflict.
You're a member of which space, please?
The film.
You are in the space.
Yes.
But you don't belong to any.
Exactly.
Am I in the film space or not?
You are.
But
Where do I
if-
belong?
No,
You belong
no,
to artwork. Hey.
No, but Kwame, there's clarification
But
there.
do you understand what I'm saying?
Rob,
That's what I'm bringing
there's
out.
clarification. Because that is not the only requirement.
Yeah, but did it say? Did
No,
it
hold
state
Rob, hold on.
only?
What does
Okay.
it say? Okay.
Eligible entities include cinema theater developers. They are not, you know, what do you call it, associations. Filmmakers. You can be an individual filmmaker
And you qualify.
and you qualify.
Okay.
Okay, so
Producer, and you are a producer. You, George Quaye,
Yeah.
you are a producer, so you qualify.
yeah, but
So it is not only the what they require most is that you must be registered with the Ghana Revenue Authority.
To have your 10 number.
Okay, so
Exactly.
so for me, again, if you read the statement on its own, on its merits, without interpretation, the English doesn't do justice to whether or not you belong.
Which statement?
The very first part.
The budget
the
or
same,
which
no,
one? Or
the
the
very
act?
first line that still says that you should be registered with GRA.
Oh,
Please, if you don't mind, just read that particular line again at the beginning.
to be eligible for the fund,
To be eligible,
an applicant must be a member.
must be a member.
Yes, of an identifiable professional group in the industry.
One.
Yes,
Yes.
and registered under the Ghana Revenue Authority Act.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it says.
Yes.
Okay.
Eligible entities. Then it goes on to say further eligible entities include cinema theater developers, filmmakers, producers, distributors, marketers, television practitioners, and film television production companies.
I think what Robert is trying to find out is that. So let us take the eligible bit, because the eligible now includes everybody.
Everybody.
Now, the first point, does it affect the eligible?
Exactly.
Which point?
That's what he says. The
Which
first
point?
point
Being
that
a
says
member
you must be a member of a recognizable group.
Because the,
So let us assume I'm a producer, but I'm not with any group.
Yes.
Do I still
You
qualify?
are still eligible.
Yes, then
You're
if I'm
still
still
eligible.
then we don't have a
Okay.
no, you see,
Is that what it
you understand
means?
what I'm saying?
Robert's point, having clarified that, seemed to be very legitimate. That
Very.
it's like the first criteria that
Yes.
you must take, that you belong to an
So if that had
association.
been brought last, would you have a problem?
No, then
No,
the
then
preamble
it will change. It will change it, because now it means that first of all you must
You
belong
must
to.
have this.
You must belong to. You must be a member.
Because
of
Uncle Ken,
an
if you
association.
go to the place to seek funding and you meet somebody who's very complicated or very difficult, they can say, yeah, do you
to the
belong to
letter of the
Kumewood or
thing.
That's it.
whatever?
If
Yeah.
you letter, then you have an
Kumewood
issue.
or what. Once you don't have it, they'll
The
say,
letter of the
They'll
constitution.
not
They will
even
look at the
rest.
spirit. They will look at the letter.
Yeah, they'll not even,
Yeah.
they may not even look at the rest.
Because when you now take the word entity, that is the breakdown of the entities what you've given us, which George Quaye falls in perfectly. Theatre development is part
Yeah.
of it. So sweet, yes. But question
But is he a member?
Member of any?
He
or do
doesn't
we-
have to.
Yeah, but the preamble,
But
the
that's-
preamble
That's what they
states.
said.
That's the
You
first
understand what I'm
line.
saying?
Yeah.
So that for me,
The
that
first
was my
part
issue.
is trying to say that it is advisable that you are a
It is
member.
not
No,
advisable. He said you
the
should be.
Constitution of
No.
Ghana gives you freedom of association.
Yes.
This one here states that
Okay, let me,
you must.
Robert, let me give an example. You recall when we were producing The Challenge, educational reality TV show in partnership with the British Council. Eligibility criteria. First, you must be a university graduate.
That's it.
With
Must.
verifiable degrees. Next, you must be a Ghanaian. And then it goes on to qualify that at least one parent must be Ghanaian.
So if you're not a graduate, you may be Ghanaian. Forget it.
Okay.
You can be Ghanaian. But if you are not a graduate, you don't have, because
you
even
must
if you don't have a
satisfy the
verifiable
first
degree,
condition
you must
before.
satisfy
Exactly.
that first condition. Be a university graduate with verifiable university degrees. So to stop you from saying I graduated from Nigeria, I'm
Right.
Nigerian,
Right.
then they add the second line. You must be Ghanaian, or at least one parent must be Ghanaian. You understand? Then it goes on. You must be of sound mind, blah 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 blah. Before Francis Doku comes.
So I get that.
You don't have
So
sound
I
mind.
get that.
Okay.
Probably,
I don't actually.
I get that probably when this thing was being crafted,
Right.
it was also to try to strengthen the associations that exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
for as long as
I get
the
your point.
Constitution
Yes.
of Ghana,
Does not. It
yes,
frowns on-
it's yeah, exactly. Then
You
that
know,
is
yeah.
But the
what.
question is, which are these associations?
Oh, they are
That is my question. Like which one?
There are plenty.
Is it
There's five parts.
Actors Guild?
Yeah.
There's
So
Actors
those
Guild.
ones,
Yes.
because it says associations like Kumawood. So that is the confusion.
No. It didn't say. It said Kumawood and other associations.
But is Kumawood an association?
Don't worry.
But is Kumawood an association?
I haven't had my 10 years, Kwame. When will I have my 10?
You will have your turn.
Uncle Ken will wrap up very soon and then
Let
come
me
to you,
just
please.
wrap up.
Yeah.
You see, now, I think that if the wedding, like you guys are saying, and if the must had been taken away, and the wedding could have been to be eligible for the fund, an applicant can be a member.
That would have been easier.
That
you know.
would have been
Yeah.
accepted.
Uncle Ken,
Yeah.
please, I beg you. What you're reading, was it one of the drafts or this is
Or
the
the
final?
final.
Because,
Oh, it is the
no,
final.
because you were part of the
Yes,
process.
it's the final.
Okay.
It's the final. And then again, don't forget that the NFA board is responsible for approving financial support from the board, from the fund. It is the board which is responsible with the power to approve up to 60% on all those things. So it will go through a process, and the process can be challenged if they fall foul.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know.
So Uncle Ken, last one before I move to Uncle Francis. The sources for
Of the fund.
Yes. Apart from the monies approved by Parliament or in Parliament, there are other sources, right?
Yes.
Grants and loans,
Yes.
donations,
Donations.
periodic contributions to be agreed by the board from
Exactly.
individual film production houses. We have charges on services rendered by the authority.
Yeah.
Okay. We have percentage of rental fees paid by
Fees.
members
The members.
of
Yes.
the industry for production of exhibition national facilities. So these are some of the, or these are the other sources,
of the fund. So you see, that is why it is appropriate that the government said what they are giving
It's a
is seed
seed.
money.
So you need to grow the
Grow
fund
it yourself
through other means.
Yes, through other means, other sources. Because that 20 million alone is not enough for a super
Yeah.
high.
It can't even buy Robert's car.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I haven't had my say yet too. It was just a question.
Yeah, I know you know
Super
you have to say.
hyper
I know.
production.
Because I have two
No,
more.
he's not.
No,
He's
no, I
not.
was just asking a question. I have two more.
He's not.
Kwame, just
Issues.
imagine
Yeah.
Worrying issues.
Chief having a production, and you know Chief's productions
Yeah.
and what they entail. And if Chief is going to represent Ghana, say in China or the States or somewhere, and he approaches these folks for some money, 60% of the fund that they will give Chief might come close to 10, 12 million for his production alone. So you see that the amount, like George said, it's too small.
Yeah.
George was saying if it was 200 million, he would
Sure.
have been happy.
Sure. And then we are waiting for the two allies to be given
Exactly.
assent by Parliament.
Yes, so that
So
we
even
know-
if the money gets into the account of Creative Arts Agency
Or
and
NFA.
NFA, they cannot use it until the LI
yeah,
is given assent.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for that next year.
yeah.
Uncle Francis.
Well, I think the first point is I would like to just touch briefly on the National Theatre one.
All right.
I think it would be good to look at where productions would take place in 2026, because for what I see, it has to be a very detailed rehabilitation. Otherwise, then the problems that we see at the theater would not go away. So I believe that it would have to be very detailed, and so there must be a plan, of where productions will take place. I think we have a lot of challenges. Even though George is saying that he's bringing production from Kumasi to Accra, we have a lot of challenges in Accra with venues, as well. And so it's a very tough one. But it is good that we go through that pain next year, and then we have a place, National Theatre, that would be good enough for. My concern, if you like, also is that we have had conversations about a global standard convention center, which hasn't been resolved. From what I understand, and from all the conversation that has been had previously, the things happening at the Trade Fair Center
Yes.
that would have to, ease that. Maybe because all the allocations have been made, so there was no reference to it. But it would be good to have an idea what is happening as far as convention centers are concerned, because we are on a rise.
What was the capacity
For the one at the trade fair?
for the one at the trade fair?
20,000.
20,000. Okay.
20,000.
The construction is still ongoing.
Yes, it is ongoing.
Yeah,
Construction
yeah,
is
it's
actively
constantly
ongoing.
working. Yeah.
What is 20,000?
Last time I checked it, I've been roofed and all.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it's been
Oh.
roofed.
Capacity.
Capacity.
Of
The trade
said
fair
20.
auditorium.
Okay.
20,000.
Of the auditorium.
The auditorium.
convention
yes,
center.
The convention center, but it can be split into 4 5,000 seater units. Yeah.
Well, that's good. So I think then it's perhaps the fact that there's a lot of advancement there. That's why we didn't hear from the minister. But I think that's very important. So it must be
Yeah,
part of
an
this
update,
conversation. As we have it. So that's it. So in regards to what you mentioned earlier, Kwame, about what Dr. Dufour said, I think that was then. We didn't have an NFA then. we didn't have the Creative Arts Agency then. And so when you are giving money, you could just give it an association which
that fronted
them.
the.
But how things are now, thankfully we have been able to develop ourselves onto a stage where we have all these organizations that are responsible for managing these funds. I would have hoped, I mean, and we've discussed this here, that we have one fund that, you know, the different agencies could go into. Having these splinter funds.
So the film people will also draw some funding from the Creative Art Fund.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They are part
If
of
we
the
had one
creative
fund, but
When they have their film fund.
yeah, but what we have done is that once we create the law, we create a fund for it.
Yeah.
We create the law, we create a fund for it. Because under this ministry alone, there's a tourism levy, which is a fund, tourism fund, which GTA manages currently.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have the film fund, which, you know, the film authority would manage, the board will manage. Then the Creative Arts Fund, I think that there must be point. I mean, while we're crafting this LI, I don't know if anybody listens and it's possible, why don't harmonize it? You know, so that we have a fund that, you know, so as the minister comes
Mark
to,
mentioned this.
yeah,
Yeah.
as the minister comes to parliament to tell parliamentarians, he will mention a certain, if he mentioned 200 million into that fund, I think it would even be, but,
Kwame,
you know,
Francis,
Yeah.
can the money go directly to the agency from government instead of going through the ministry? Because the
How?
agency
The
is
agency.
under the ministry. Now, if the 20 million is going to go directly to the agency, bypassing the ministry, do you think
They've created accounts for that. So I'm
I
sure.
think there'll be
I'm sure
Yeah,
The-
so I think that in the document, in the act,
Yeah.
it is stated that
Yeah.
the fund goes into an
accounts created.
You know, you understand? So
and it
again-
will list who will be the signatory.
Exactly.
to the
Exactly.
account,
And so
yeah.
that leads me to my area of clarity, like
Yeah,
where
Quaye.
I'm looking for clarity. There wasn't anything said about money for the organization or the agency to run.
But Kwame mentioned that part of
when you
that.
look
Yes, so please
Yeah.
go back to that particular line.
to the
Because what you are going to read is going to be connection to the Creative Arts Agency, but not the film. So you go ahead.
Okay, we're doing film. Yeah, this one is for Creative Arts Agency.
Yes.
I think so.
So you would realize
Yeah.
that even that is for, and it's 5%, and it's
Yeah.
management. So just read that part again, so we are very clear.
My-
Because
my
they have
scripts are plenty. I
the
don't
Creative
even know
Arts Agency, for example, they have 23. In terms of the functions of the creative arts, they have 23 specific pointers that they are supposed to be championing. And the allocation mentioned here is for seed, is like the
It's
fund.
seed,
It's
yeah,
going
it's
straight
seed.
into the fund.
Right.
So the question is, where is the money coming for them to be able to run?
No, I think also Kwame mentioned earlier that he's spoken with.
Yeah, I
people
spoke with
outside,
the
and they said that the details of the budget for the ministry is different.
It's different.
Yes.
So that
So-
would include how, you know, operational costs, you know, and all that will be managed. So
operational definition.
Yeah. But
so
TGM
that's
before.
not part of this fund, as it were. I suppose it shouldn't be part of this fund. You know.
so
Okay.
then the submission about the 5% for management then to
But this is the seed fund. I think that operational 5% is when the fund is complete.
It's
you know, and
mature.
all that. You know, but
When the
this
fund
You
is mature.
people who
Yeah.
have been making a lot of noise about your fund.
Okay, which people?
So they threw. So Angan thinks that they just threw it to you. That
Yes.
okay, yeah, we've given you. Okay, we've given you fund.
So that you'll be
keep
happy
quiet.
about it.
okay.
But we need to
See,
get.
no, we're not keeping quiet. We are back here.
So can I finish my submission?
Yeah, sure.
Imagine
Yes,
the
yes.
ministry itself was
Robert,
not
please
mentioned.
finish.
Is it-
Allocation to the
Is
ministry
it Uncle Ken
itself
is
was
interrupted?
Yes.
But the minister will.
Robert, please, Robert, you're on the floor. Uncle Ken is quiet now. Don't worry.
You said all of us were
Robert,
interrupted. Let me go ahead.
please go.
So quickly, so again, in terms of the fund and accessing the fund, you know, they've given us a clear criteria how people can access it and everything. But then again, I'm thinking we need a little bit of strategic intervention to direct what areas we want to encourage for people to be able to do it. So, for example, and what do I mean? If you take the value chain in terms of film production and marketing, promotion, and then distribution. So would you say consumption is distribution, Judge Quaye? Consumption, like the
Distribution.
cinemas, that's distribution?
That's
Or-
distribution.
result of this.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. So
distribution.
let's say the tail end of the distribution. Sweet.
It
Okay,
leads
good.
to consumption.
So let me
That's
just avoid the plenty wording and just focus on consumption.
Consumption. Okay.
So consumption is one of the key areas, because even if you produce and there is no guarantee for how you're going to consume, then you know that really you produce, but you're not going to get returns. And that's one of the biggest challenges we have. So imagine if the Commission on Culture venues that are available in all the regions are sort of refurbished, or there's some form of partnership. And so these things, like, you encourage business investment in that particular area. And so these are refurbished and run. And so you can guarantee across...
Not rehabilitated.
No, refurbished. So you can guarantee or rehabilitated, whatever the money is able to give. But you can guarantee screening of video experiences across the country. Then what it means is that anytime you put money into production of whatever movie it is, you can guarantee markets across. Because then what it means is that you've created the movie culture once again. And once the movie culture is created, then maybe the 1% conversation about the NFA trying to get 1% of the people of this country to, to fall in love with the movie space again, that would be fine. So a thing like that, as in if you strategically encourage submissions in that particular light, this is what it means in terms of what you are doing for the industry.
Okay.
Because you are creating a system that would guarantee some form of success. It may not be this, but I'm saying that if a thing like this is done, as in encourage the specific areas so that it comes through, then we are allowing strategy to inform the areas of focus or investment with respect to the disbursement of the funds.
Wait, thank you.
So I can finish my submission.
Oh, you didn't finish.
You took over from me.
please do that in 1 minute, I beg.
Now, I just want to touch a bit on the minister's reference to Kumawo. And I'm just saying that shouldn't be a worry. It shouldn't be a concern. I mean, as much as I mean, I know we understand our people, and we know that people could say that because their name had been mentioned in Parliament, therefore the money is for them. But I don't think that should be a worry. I think
But
the
why
man.
did he mention
No,
that
the man was making a presentation to Parliament. I think that was just an example for them to understand when he mentioned film industry, what he meant by that. As a presentation to, there are many people from different places in Parliament, okay? People from AP, you know what I mean? And sometimes you need to explain things.
But not to catch you. And I think for me, that is where the actual problem is.
He will not finish his submission.
No, he's finished.
So he hasn't finished.
Okay, Kwame, you can go and come. Kwame, you can go and come.
Let's go and come.
You can go and come.
Let's go and
Put
come.
your problem up.
Let's go and come. All right, Joe 99.7, Showbiz A-Z. We are reviewing the budget statement for the creative industry. And this presentation was done on Thursday by the Minister of Finance, Cassiel Atufosen. You've listened to Uncle Ken, George Quaye, Robert Klah, and Francis Doku. In the meantime, the party is on. Guys, the party is on. The award party is on. And we are going to do that with Guinness. Now, Guinness now has 2 iconic stouts available for you. So go to your nearest bar and order either your favorite Guinness Foreign Extra Stout for that quality, bold and rich taste, or for a less bitter and smooth option, order the new Guinness Smooth. Don't forget to chill your Guinness at 6 degrees, tilts at 45 degrees. Pour and enjoy. Drink responsibly. Not for sale for persons under the age of 18, and not recommended for pregnant women. Not for sale for lactating mothers. Tomorrow, at exactly 1:30 p.m., we'll be coming your way with Pentecost Hour with the chairman of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Eric Nyameche. Make sure you listen. And then Atu Kwame Dadzie says, Kwame, the word national does not befit the theatre. Accra theatre should suffice. Ghana still needs a proper larger capacity national theatre or national theatres in some key cities. Atu Yosing from Adenta. And a happy birthday to Sean Tomades. I hope I got the name right. As you embark on this new chapter, may it be filled with exciting adventures, meaningful connections. Wishing you a year ahead filled with joy, growth, and the success you deserve. From Maxwell Agbagba, Joy FM. Now, we're going for a quick break. When we come back, we have something sweet. Not for, maybe for those of us in here. And then you also catch the vibe on radio, okay? This is Joe 99.7 FM, Showbiz A-Z. We are right back after this. For the DJ award that we won for Best Radio Entertainment Program of the Year. No, producer, you be too much. Producer, you need a Showbiz A-Z fund. Addy. In a moment, we'll be speaking to some of our friends, our panel members, those who have helped really make this show what it is. Hey. No, there's this man who decided to come in here and, help us celebrate our win. Hello.
Hi.
What's up? What's your name?
Money.
Money.
Yes.
Money.
M-A-N-N-Y.
No, so tell the whole world what you have done for us.
All right. It was a joy to get to know that this program won an award. And so just decided to celebrate with all of us.
Wow.
We brought some of our products here to just celebrate with you and say congratulations to Showbiz A-Z.
Wow. What did you bring?
Number of things. So these are bakery products, croissant, puff pastry, spring roll samosa, chicken skewers, and many more.
And which company do you represent?
I represent Money's Food, which is located at 25 Mall. It's a 360 food company. We do both food and bakery products. So you can check us up at the 25 Mall, inside the mall. And you can call us on 0208335667.
All right. Money, for a moment, let me get on phone now.
All right, Kwame.
And talk to one person who has been very instrumental to the show. Chief!
Yo, Kwame.
Yeah, what going?
Number point.
Yeah, Didi. Money decided
to the call will come again.
Oh, Money decided to bring us some food, Charlie. It'll be easy for here.
It's on Guamu, so I can dash there right now.
You like Angwamu too much,
yeah.
Chief. You have been with us throughout.
Absolutely.
From the beginning, even before I joined. You've been very, very phenomenal to this game, to this show. Now we've won an award, the GJA Award, which is the best radio entertainment program of the year. Chief, how do you feel about this?
Well, I think that it's for me. I don't know whether I'm excited because, obviously I'm honored that we have received this award, and congratulations to the team, to the producers, to all of you behind the scenes, to you, Kwame, to all those who have come before, to the panelists. But we've known for a while that when it comes to entertainment review, we are at the pinnacle, offering very cogent, intellectual, exciting, funny, discussions. And I mean, I have been listening to the show for so many years, even before I became a panelist. And it's good to have the likes of Francis Doku back, who also defined the essence of what the show is. So congratulations to the Joy FM team for keeping the show on, for the consistency, for the quality of it. And a lot of people listen to this show across, various industries and career paths. Very, important people, very normal people as well. I mean, everyone is important anyway. So congratulations, and I'm honored to be part of this success.
Yeah, but we are enjoying on your head right here. Last night you won an award at the Ghana Tourism Awards. Which one is that?
Well, yeah, actually, let me try and remember the time. It was an honorary award for us, for my whatever contribution, however modest, to the creative industry. I think let me summarize it that way. I mean, I didn't memorize the award. Yes. Interestingly, I usually run away from awards because I don't want to give myself false hope. and optimism because we are still very much in the building stage. So usually when I'm nominated, I respectfully decline. But this one, Mami herself, talked to me about it. I was like, look, we need to honor this invitation as well because Auntie Jifa and all of them will be there. And once a while, you just have to demonstrate to your team members that what we are doing, is being recognized. But for us, this is just another tap on our backs to keep the work that we're doing because we are now about to take off. Actually, we've been warming up, we've been preparing the grounds. It's over a decade in the making, but I am pretty much confident that within the next decade we are going to be the biggest cultural and entertainment franchise out of Africa, not just Ghana. Yes.
Great, Chief.
Yes.
When are we seeing you again in studio?
Well, I'm around for the next couple of weeks, so I'm happy to come and pay homage to the team, Uncle Ken, Judge Quaye. I was talking to you earlier today, and
Thank you very much. So it's been the party edition of Showbiz A-Z on Joe 99.7 FM. A big thank you to you, Uncle Ken, to Robert Klah, George Quaye, Francis Doku, to you, Chief Moomin, and then Money for giving us the food. This is Showbiz A-Z. Still remains the best radio entertainment program of the year. My name is Kwame Dadzie. We're back next week.